Welcome to Charging Ahead with Utilicast, the podcast where we deep dive into the dynamic world of energy, technology, and the innovative solutions that make our world a better place. I'm your host, Trent. In today's episode, we'll discuss energy trading and risk management, also known as ETRM. ETRM solutions for energy companies are not new. Most larger organizations have established trading and risk management solutions in place for decades. The importance of having an ETRM capability has increased recently for smaller and medium-sized players. New entrants, volatile fuel prices, and market restructuring have increased the need for utilities and other organizations to track exposure and risk. Thankfully, new complexities arrive at a time when ETRM solutions have expanded to include lower cost options for smaller players. Today, Leonard Huxtable, our energy trading and risk management solution lead, will share his experience with both traditional and newer ETRM solutions. Leonard will discuss how ETRM solutions align with an electric utility's value chain, ETRM trends, and their impact on a utility's market entry or expansion. Leonard, let's start with the basics. Can you describe a robust ETRM capability?
Thanks, Trent. That's an interesting question. A full functional coverage ETRM solution has full front to back from pre-trade, position management, robust credit and risk limit management, broad transactional capabilities, derivatives, physical transactions with all sorts of pricing capabilities, transportation, transmission, storage, etc. Additionally, robust settlements and accounting and scheduling for fuel commodities and integration for power scheduling and dispatch systems. Next is ready to configure integration APIs for price, volumetric data, transactional interfaces with ICE, NGX, etc. Natural gas EI is definitely a plus, and dispatch solutions and ISO settlement platforms also highly needed. An open data model that allows clients to add additional tables, fields, attributes, etc. throughout the system and utilize those in meaningful ways. And then finally, a top-tier reporting capability or integration reporting tools. And then obviously an integration with a data warehouse of some sort. Finally, analytics. Not for every company. Not everybody uses all of them, but everybody wants some sort of mark-to-market, even if it's a forward cash flow capture, P&L, Greeks, and some form of value at risk. And then a vendor with a vision as where they want their product going, how they spend their client funding for R&D, and support.
What are some recent changes in the industry that have triggered utilities and other energy players to evaluate their ETRM solution?
Most utilities have embraced renewables as a fuel source and a need to model these power purchase agreements, qualifying facilities, contracts, and others. Additionally, emissions and RECs are still growing but have existed for several years, so most of the software vendors need to have that capability, especially utilities. Carbon credits are also gaining a reality, and companies need to manage their certificate inventory. The advent of the RTO model, expanding nationwide, and other market-level criteria become paramount for consideration of an ETRM selection. And then finally, regulatory requirements continue to expand, federal, state, locally, impacting everything from capturing of additional attributes, but also reporting and then in a regularly scheduled manner.
Explain the difference between a traditional ETRM solution for a larger organization versus some of the newer, lower cost options.
So Trent, thanks for the question. The traditional ETRM solution for a large organization is going to be one of the older, more established vendors. They have a bigger, broader organization. They've got IT spend on keeping up with marketplace trends. They've got all the functionality that we talked about in the first question. And then they also augment themselves as a larger organization with the use of third-party solutions for things like dispatch systems and then the interaction with those. They may have some of their own gen asset optimization models as bespoke solutions, for example. Legacy in-house systems for some of the smaller vendors or smaller utilities we would see that they would still have relevant ETRM solutions or bespoke systems or a combination of the two. The big problem there is, of course, in-house spend for a smaller utility is more difficult than a larger organization. And then finally, the newer, lower-cost solutions typically are only offered as software as a solution. So you've got a cloud-based solution that's your only choice, but the solutions are really becoming quite robust, offering integration of broad set of trading instruments, risk management, credit limit management, great reporting engines, analytics that are approaching the capabilities of some of the analytic-specific software vendors that are out there. And they're just in the right place for the small, mid, and just under mega energy companies' requirements.
What can Utilicast do to help an organization that wants to learn more about ETRM options?
The value of build versus buy has reviewed by many and points out to the buy decision as a more cost-effective use of resources, time, and budget. A conversation Utilicast includes a review of existing software vendors, architecture, business requirements, status of new industry marketplace trends and the progress that these vendors have and that sort of thing. The most important thing is just reach out to Utilicast. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Leonard, for your insights on energy trading and risk management. And thank you for tuning in to Charging Ahead with Utilicast. See you again soon.